sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Is this the kind of sound that you wanna hear? Is this the kind of vibe that you wanna feel? 'Cause I'm the type of guy that she'll never fear. You could do your thing, then come near. Maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. See, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high on our break. I'm all about the look that you're giving me. I'm all about the dance moves you're letting free. Well, I'm all about a sweet sound and loving spree. So listen from my melody. Yeah, maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. See, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high by the way, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Yeah, this is the kind of sound that I wanna hear. Yeah, this is the kind of vibe that I wanna feel. And you're the type of girl, baby, you're the real. Check it one time, what's the deal? Maybe I'm caught up in the thing that you know I like. Yeah, we can make time, baby, overnight. Or we could make a grand escape, and we can roll high by the way, yeah, yeah, yeah. And when we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. When we come down to we'll be dreaming safe and sound. You better know why. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. Baby, that's all I got. We're feeling alright, yeah. We're feeling good, we're feeling alright, yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, it's about that time for us to look around and meet somebody new. Well, let's all welcome in familiar faces, perhaps somebody who has a conflict in their life. Alright, tell them you're sorry, but there's ways to change the wrong to right. See, we can sit in a distant haze and watch rain clouds for thoughts of greatness to help our troubles sail real far away. Oh yeah. Well, it's a struggle every day. We're
as I make my way. The fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands bags in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Put your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.
Are you ready? You think you can tell us what to do? You think you can tell us what to wear? You think that you're better? Well, you better get ready. Bow to the masters. Break it down! The getaway is a something fool. We just got tired of doing what you're going to do. That's a freak, boy. Yeah. That's a freak, little man. Break it down!
Oh, yeah. What up? What up? We're back at you, FNT Fantasy News today. Let's smoke it up, guys. Talk about a little bit of news. And Derek is in the house. Salute. What up, Chase? Oh, what the fuck? He chipped his tooth at work 5 minutes ago. What the hell happened? You're telling me a small chip, but I had to pull it out of my lip. Ouch. Damn it. That sucks, bro. And Bogey, if you are listening, you're on the clock in the 21. He's got daddy daycare going on right now, so we'll see. We'll see when he shows up here. All right. The guy on the poster, Mr. Brock Purdy. Oh yeah. It's lying season, as we know, but Shanahan, so he says there's no set timetable on Brock, but we're hoping to have him back by week number 1. There we go. So let's see there. Hoping to have him back by week 1. And said they don't have any reason right now to think otherwise. So there we go. We still got, about a month and a week before we actually get into training camps, but still. All right. And we got Bogey in the house.
Can you dig it, sucker?
Yeah, what up, Bogey?
What's happening?
First thing we talked about the Brock, how they said there's no reason why the Brock should not be ready for week 1. But they said,
I think a reason could just be a setback, but
at the exact same time, they still say there's no set timetable for his return. I hate the conflicting statements.
listen, it's like, hey, he's our starter. So is he, and so is he, and fucking we'll bring Josh Johnson back. You know what I mean? Who the fuck knows anymore with the Niners, bro? I'm still gonna stand by what I said with Brock. He's the guy. I mean, and that's not even like because he's my favorite or anything. It's the fact that he's rattled off more W's than. I think he almost has as many W's in a single season that the most that I think Sam Darnold's had 7 in a season. So like even just based on that, like if I was just in a vacuum, I'd be like, listen, this guy wins, these guys don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you really got to be making all the throws. You know what sucks about the Shanahan offense is that like a QB is not going to be able to get in there and be like, all right, let me show you what I got. You know what I mean? Like everything's designed to help the QB. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that's why like when you get Aaron Rodgers in that type of system, he was MVP for 2 years in a row. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Took him a year to master the system, but then when you have someone of that talent and that, intelligence under center, you know what I'm saying, and that run game clicking, and you know what I mean. It's just that's why, dare I say, whoever the fuck the QB is, in reality for the Niners, we don't gotta worry. Fantasy is way different. You know what I mean? I think all the motherfuckers, even with Brock, I think Brock is our best chance for fantasy relevance for guys like Debo or Kittle, because his A dot was Jimmy G status A dot. He had an 8-yard A dot, and if you remember Debo, he always lived in the 5 yards and under average depth of target. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The line of scrimmage. That Brock, that still exists with Brock. You know what I mean?
For sure.
The playbook didn't change. Doesn't change much from Jimmy. Only thing is that he actually can uncork it, unlike Jimmy, where it's like you gotta cross your fingers and shit every time.
Yeah, definitely.
But then again too, there is the lack of stretching the field because those aren't the plays being called. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's gonna be real interesting because Trey Lance, he's not the better QB. He may be the better fantasy QB, but he's not the better fantasy, the better fantasy QB for Debo, Kittle, or any of those guys. So I'm with you on that.
Yeah.
And let's see here. What else do we got? Okay, so for the Commandos, Armani Rogers, he wasn't really gonna be fantasy relevant. But he tore his Achilles yesterday. So we already got people who are out there, going out indefinitely. And we're just hoping everybody takes it easy. Make sure you stretch. Don't get any stupid shit going on in these early practices.
I mean, I like to feel like if you don't make it past this phase of the year, it's the first filter of the week, right? Sorry. Yeah. Amari Rogers.
Yeah, literally the first. I mean, yesterday was Tuesday, so fuck. I mean, that at most was the second day at practice for him. At most.
Come on.
You're on the clock in the 21 and the 23, Bogey.
How does she keep doing? I put her to sleep. She runs out, opens the door, starts smiling. This motherfucker, dude. Go to sleep so I can burn a joint. Come here.
Let's see who else we got.
That's from that time.
The Bengals are working to get long-term extensions on Logan Wilson and T. Higgins. They're trying to do that, and then Joe Burrow is next after that.
Joe Burrow, he's a hell of a guy for that.
Actually, hold on, I read that wrong. It said they're going to focus on those deals once the Burrow is done.
Oh, okay.
So never mind.
Okay. Burrow's still a hell of a guy.
I mean, either way, look at that going into his 5th year, not causing any drama. He knows the deal is going to get done before the year.
You know what, too? He rightfully should not make the biggest fuss about it, is because they have a little, not a leverage, so to speak, but they have something to combat him wanting to be the highest paid. He is a guy who already suffered a major injury. You know what I mean?
And wasn't he getting paid in college too? Wasn't he amongst one of the first wave of classes that got to make the money off their names, the likeness and shit?
I hope so, man. Shit, because man, he's a legend in Louisiana now. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
60 touchdowns, only came there for that 1 year.
Yeah.
I mean, fucking. I think Joe Burrow. I think they'll pay him no problem. I'm starting to think he's going to be the guy that resets the market anymore. I think this is smart. They pay him, and then Mahomes yeah, pay that motherfucker. You know what I mean? Because Mahomes already came out and said, they intend on making him the most highest paid in history in the league, all that shit, right? So
I think it's going to happen after Burrow and after Herbert signed. But I mean, come on, man. Even if it's $1 million or $2 million that they're hired,
I think Herbert can play on that
the market.
Okay, let me ask you something. Between Herbert and Burrow, wouldn't you agree that Herbert likely plays under the 5th-year option if one of them would?
Yes, because they went crazy spending money last year, and so I bet they're getting into a lot of the bigger, every year the caps just get a little bit higher for each of those players. So I would agree with that.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And because they're paying J.C. Jackson, they're paying Fleeter. on that line. They're paying Corey Linsley on that line. You know, you got.
And
you
I know
got,
they restructured their deals, but Keenan Allen and Mike Williams, I mean,
Yeah.
they're not making rookie numbers.
Fuck no. The motherfuckers is making M's. I think next year they're like combined for like 37 million or something like that.
I think so.
Or maybe even more. I think it's like 57 or something like that.
It's a lot. They pushed a lot of it back. Yeah.
It's definitely fugazi. They'll be able to get up from under that easily.
At this point of the game, why wouldn't Joe Burrow reset the market and then just restructure with the cash over cap next year, and Herbert doing the same thing? I mean, I don't know why. If you know, I mean, there's just certain guys, you just know it. I mean, you drafted him number 1 overall for a reason, except for his injury. I mean, he's been nothing. He's lived up to every part of that first round, that first overall capital.
Isn't it kind of cool if you think about what the Bengals did? They drafted their guy and immediately drafted him a weapon. They got right to it. If he doesn't tear his ACL, maybe they're like, you know, maybe people expect what they saw in 2021 more.
That's kind of why I like Mingo a little bit as well. I know it's not the exact same thing, but you know, that was their next pick. You go out and you get a guy who's going to be connected to him right away.
Yeah. I love T. Higgins.
Antonio, what up, PB and waivers?
What up, PB? What up, Tony? Yo.
But yeah, I mean, both of these guys should get their money. I mean, even the shit that even Herbert's downs came because of injuries. I mean, shit. I guess everybody really forgets last year that Keenan Allen and Mike Williams barely played like half the season.
Yeah, I mean, and then people, you know, what's funny too is people since they drafted Quentin Johnston, you know, even people like me is just like, yeah, fuck Josh Palmer. Like, you know what I mean? Like, because before that, I was like, yo, remember Josh Palmer? Like, because you know what I mean? He balled out when there was nobody there. You know what I mean? And like, I mean, that's probably why I like Quentin Johnston, if anything, is just because he's got a path to be like the number 1 guy potentially. You know what I mean? I mean, you know, look at Higgins. When they had Higgins, they still drafted Chase, and it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like they could support too. So it's like, you know what I mean?
People were hating on Higgins a little bit. He was just the lower drafted guy. But, I mean, I don't know. Guys like me and you were like, fuck, I'd rather take Higgins than Chase. Let's get the cheaper guy who's been there for a year already and who's been working with them. And there wasn't that big of a drop off. Like, Higgins still got better in his second year.
I mean, granted, Chase led the league that year in what was it? Most 20-yard receptions and most 50-yard touchdowns. You know what I mean? 50-yard plus touchdowns. The next year, last year, I think he had like 3 catches of 50 yards or more.
Yeah.
Going from like a dozen the year before that, maybe even like 20. It was something fucking ridiculous, bro.
He got the respect of the safety over the top. Like, that's just one thing. Like, it's hard to get 50-yard bombs when you got safety over the top, just waiting for the ball to get thrown to you.
I mean, shit. Or when you got Orlando Brown to help hold things up to get that play to develop down the field. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, see, maybe it's a little different. Maybe Chase isn't just. Maybe he's getting a little double and triple moves. You know, going a little bit more to get deep.
I mean, think about this too. With someone like Chase, last year. I mean, yeah, you're a double, triple, you know, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Chase. Small more reason I love Higgins more, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Higgins
okay, relax, Trey.
I mean, it's the same thing for Devonta Smith with AJ Brown. Like, man, I mean, all these guys are so talented. It's like you can only hold the number 1 guy down so much. But when you do hold that number 1 guy down for a handful of plays, it's like the other guy's just eating.
Yeah, what do you want, son?
Yeah, PBA waiver. Higgins is almost a first rounder, picked at 33. Yeah, because the Bengals had number 1, so they had the first pick in the second round as well.
Yeah, if I'm the Bengals, I'm trying to extend him right now for like a 3-year, you know what I'm saying, with like a 3-year joint with like 2 years is fully guaranteed. You know, maybe get him away with like 32, maybe 34 million guaranteed. You know what I mean?
I bet you he gets a 4-year deal. It's probably going to be the same what you said, 2 years guaranteed, Bogey in the Matrix. But I bet it is like a 4-year deal, like on paper. Because seems like the Bengals are. I mean, they're making moves to keep this band. I mean, going out and getting Orlando Brown, like that's a huge piece to ensure a bunch of safety for what's it called for Burrow. PB and waivers. What? Josh Palmer and QJ taking over in 2023. I mean, if injury, I mean that's the only way that I say they're taking over for the Chargers is if injury happens. Because I mean, Keenan Allen and Mike Williams are just too good. So unless they get injured, I don't see Josh Palmer and QJ taking over. But I bet you with the way that everything is being built around Herbert. I mean, I bet they still get their money over there though. Like passing volume, passing percentage numbers.
Well,
Automatically,
here's some numbers for you. Kellen Moore, as the offensive coordinator for the Cowboys, the running back position has never got more than like 17% of the target market share. With the Chargers, with Joe Lombardi last couple of years, the running back position over 20%, and that's basically just Eckler. You know what I mean? Yeah, like that's pretty significant. You know what I mean? It's just when I look at it makes me like Herbert more because they're going to go down the field more versus like going shorter. I mean,
yeah.
How many times he's taking shots at Michael Gallup or CD down the field? Like that's what they want to do that. You know what I mean? That's why I felt like he went well with Mike McCarthy. You know what I'm saying? As a play caller. So, it is gonna be mad different. I'm trying to use the Cowboys as the example. It's kind of a poor example, but I mean,
well, you have to. That's where he came from.
Yeah, but I'm just saying. No, but Dak was awesome for fantasy, so I don't really feel bad. It's really just Eckler's target market share. That's the only thing that I would put money on that it goes down. You know what I mean?
I feel like they are going to run him into the ground, though. Like, why not? I mean, they're not going to re-sign him. Like, he's going to be done.
They gave him incentives, right? I think I missed that on the show yesterday.
Yeah, $2 million incentives, but they didn't give us the specifics on what.
They're like this. They're like, catch 100 balls and you get $2 million.
Nah, I mean, come on. It wouldn't be
throw the ball in
super. But see,
you know what I mean?
What if it's like 60 though? And and like you said, like the passing attempts are going to go down, that type of shit. So he might not even get to 60 receptions, maybe. Who knows? It's got to be on yards. I mean, if it's on playoff games and shit like that, like that's going to be tough for him because you just never know how the whole team's going to do. But they're going to run him into the ground. They're not repicking. They just like look at what the Chargers have done for like the last 15 years. Like, I mean, they're not going to re-sign him to some big-ass deal.
They didn't even keep LT.
No, they didn't keep Michael Turner. They didn't. I mean, fuck. Darren Sproles, I think they kept the longest out of everybody, and that's because he just kept signing, super team-friendly deals. Yeah, that shit was wild. They had the craziest trio of running backs with LT, Michael Turner, and Darren Sproles. Like, that was just insane.
Ted Turner's the strange son? Michael?
And Michael Turner definitely fell off, like, hella quick after he became, like, the guy. Because I think he only had, the first year he was really good in Atlanta. But then after that, I feel like he's getting injured and tapered off, like, getting older.
It's crazy because I was just thinking of how bad Atlanta has been forever. You know what I mean? Like, they've always been like, or bad, you know what I mean? And, like, they got to the Super Bowl twice in the last 30 years, but, you know what I mean? Never won it.
Yeah, for sure. Well, and I mean, I don't know. I guess the second time, they shouldn't have been there that time either, but.
I mean, who did they beat to get there? They beat the Packers. You know what's funny is the world always wanted to see, like, a Brady Rogers Super Bowl, a Brees
Brady Manning.
Brady, right?
Yeah.
It's just never going to happen because, you know what I'm saying, about fucking – first of all, Rogers could never close in the playoffs.
And
for whatever reason.
Sucked, though, like.
I mean, but also, too, it's –
look at the game when Rodgers and Brady played each other, Packers and Bucks. Like, he had, like, way better stats than Brady, well, except for the interception. I think he had one or two. But, man, I mean, they just –
I mean, Brady, what did he – I mean, shit.
That's why I like Jordan Love. Their defense is going to suck.
I'm not mad at Jordan Love. You know, third QB, right? You love that. You'd rather
Definitely
have.
not a
Okay,
start.
how about this? Would you rather have him or Sam Howell? Probably Jordan Love, huh?
Yeah, probably Jordan Love.
It's funny though, because when I put those two names together, you realize how ugly as fuck they both are. You know, it's like,
Fuck yeah, we're talking about the bottom 8 QBs in the league, right? You know, like the 25 to 32 guys.
what do you think about Mac Jones? Do you think Mac Jones gets closer to his rookie year production?
Yeah, I think he takes a step up.
It's great.
I mean,
He's
especially
great
now.
for Dawa.
Yeah, adding some passing weapons, over there from last year. Man, everything with Belichick though, and just not even having, I know they had a rocket scientist last year who was running the offense, but
You
I
never
guess
seen Lord of the Rings, huh? He looked like one of them trolls from Lord of the Rings. Matt Patricia.
that's just so crazy though. Like, how do you not have an offensive coordinator? Like, I understand if the head coach, like if it's Sean Payton, or something like that, where like that the head coach is calling the plays. Belichick, like he's a defensive guy. Like, stick to what you do best, and like instead of trying to focus on both.
Yeah, it is. I mean, maybe he's reaching the old and senile phase where he's like, I am the best. Anything I do, it worked. We got rid of Brady. How about that? You know what I mean? Like, it's all a part of the plan. I don't know. Belichick's crazy. Can't never doubt him. You can never, what's it called? Count him out.
Yeah, for sure.
But maybe not in that division no more, though.
Look at this. Look at this. Jarvis said, how about a fantasy draft for fast food menu items? That'd be pretty dope.
Okay, I'm with it.
What's the 101 out of any fast food menu item?
I guess we would man.
It's all subjective.
A double with sliced chilies and animal style fries.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I went into the Matrix like a couple minutes ago because my girl said, I'm going to In-N-Out. Yup, click. I'm like, say less. You know my order.
Okay. Is Five Guys considered fast food?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
that is definitely a Five Guys.
It's like, okay, it's like, there's Taco Bell, then there's Rubio's. Rubio's is not necessarily fast food.
And you're marrying. I guess if it's not like, I don't know, because I guess those places are, any place could be considered a sit-down restaurant, but you know what I mean? Like, if there's no...
Yeah, they're still cooking it or it's not like, well, because, fast food restaurants, they might have joints already made and they just throw it together, you know what I mean?
How about this? If they don't come take my order at the table where I'm sitting...
Ooh, there you go.
If
I got to wait in a line, but then it gets confusing because you got places like Sizzler, you know what I mean? Where, like, you wait in the line, you order your food, then you sit, you know what I mean?
Man, I haven't been to Sizzler in so long. I just assumed it was like Red Lobster, where you sit down and they come and take your order.
So when you wait in line, on the walls is the menu.
Okay.
So you wait in a line and it's enclosed. So you're like, like instead of ropes, they have like, this is just like a wall. Or, and on the other side, people are sitting. So you wait in this line and it takes you around the building. And then you when you get to the front, you order your shit. They give you your, like, bowls. Like, say you get like a salad bar. You used to always get a salad bar.
Okay.
They give you your plates and everything right there. Because you can't, or otherwise people just go in, just grab a plate and start helping themselves. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's all about the unlimited salad bar. Food's kind of trash, honestly. But when you're young.
Yeah, PB and Waiver says Sizzler is a sit down with a buffet.
There you go.
Yeah. I just Sizzler to me, I guess, would just be on the same level as at least how I'd think of Red Lobster, even though I think Red Lobster is better than Sizzler because I've eaten that Red Lobster. Man, shit, I'm about to go back for the endless shrimp. I just saw the commercial for that shit.
I mean, it's a sign. Hey, look at this.
And Peacock said that. Hold on, real quick. Peacock said Playmaker's graphic for tonight is in the oven, almost fully baked. I like
nice.
it. Yeah, we're doing the card. We're doing the cards at 4:30 today, West Coast time, and then Playmakers, I think, happening at 7 or 7:30.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. 7 or 7:30 for sure. And then how about what's that? What were we just on? Oh yeah. So when it comes to I forgot what the fuck we were talking about. What was Peacock talking about? He's talking about that thing. Oh yeah. I got two players for tonight already. I thought about it hard earlier. One player I'm really excited for in redraft, and one player I'm not completely fading, but I'm not on him where he's going. You know what I mean?
Okay, I knew. So what's the premise of the show? I didn't get.
So like, I have a player in mind. I'm gonna describe this player different.
Oh, is it the guess who?
Yeah, until y'all figure it out. You know what I mean?
I might not pick players. I may just be on the guessing side of things.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, that shit will be dope. It was funny because he actually made me a Guess Who graphic before. I was trying to find it. I don't know. I'm weird like that. I keep all our thumbnails from over the years. It's cool little memories. But then they're the first things to go. Like when I'm clearing space and shit.
What up, Dennis? Let's smoke it up.
What up, Dennis?
And Jarvis said, so Sizzler was like Ponderosa. You pick your cut of steak. It comes with a choice of potato, 30 or a corn, free salad bar. You drink till you get a number. You get started with the salad, and then someone delivers your steak. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they got
those wouldn't be. And I'm not considering those places like fast food. I guess with Five Guys, because there's just like, I guess there's levels to the burgers, but like Five Guys, like it's not everywhere and it's more expensive. It's like
it takes a minute.
It's like Shake Shack almost. Like those are like on the same kind of level to me.
Yeah, and Shake Shack is like, I mean, my only gripe with them is it's small. Like I will pay what it is because it's hella good.
Yeah.
Super small. Yeah. And like I'm the type of motherfucker, I get multiple burgers. Like they got that garlic, whatever the fuck one, the garlic bacon, whatever with aioli. So like I'll get that for later because you can nuke that, and then I'll get their fucking their shake stack or whatever they call it. The stacker. Yeah. Where it has like the mushroom head, the giant fucking mushroom cap is breaded.
Yes, you have Five Guys. I get the double, so I might as well be 2 burgers. But I guess I only got to get that. But if we hit up Chick-fil-A or something, I usually got to get 2 sandwiches.
Yeah, hell yeah. Chick-fil-A small.
One's just not enough. Makes me want it more.
I mean, I feel that way when I used to eat at Subway, or when I used to go to like sushi. I don't like the idea of sushi because we spend hella money, and then like as soon as I burn afterward, you always smoke after you eat. You smoke before.
Yeah, hungry as fuck again.
I'm high as fuck, and I'm hungry again.
Yeah. So the only place we really ever gotten sushi from is the Japanese steakhouse.
They got one of those out here. Somebody was telling me it's a steakhouse that serves sushi too.
There you go. I mean, that's what it's all about.
Yeah, Japanese steakhouse. We're like,
it's just a different. It's not Benihana. It's not a commercial Benihana. It's just a more just.
But do they still do that?
Yeah.
Toss the joints everywhere and shit.
Yeah. It's all the same. It's all the same shit. Like it's.
I remember this one time, Brad shot the shrimp, and he's like, open your mouth. Open my mouth. Motherfucker was hot as fuck. I'm like, damn, Brad.
Look at this. We're talking about Five Guys, and Office Depot says, Five Guys right now, bacon cheeseburger almost done. I gained 5 pounds. Five Guys is shit. I didn't know.
You know what I used to do? I used to because the first time I ever went, it's like it's one price and you put whatever on it. So I'm like, we should put everything on it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm already paying for everything.
Derek says I smoke first, then eat. Never eat first, then smoke for that reason. I mean, for me, it's smoke, eat, smoke. So I mean, either way, we're still gonna get the.
Bro, if it was up to me, I'll just smoke it right there while I'm eating. Fuck it. You know what I mean? Choking a motherfucker got cotton mouth. Like,
thanks a lot. I don't think I saw a message on Facebook. I didn't see a message on Facebook. Send it again.
Oh, I'm on the clock, huh? Fuck, man. I got
21 and 23.
Okay. Yeah, I'll wait. I gotta think. Man, the 23 is rough, bro.
Yeah, it's getting crazy.
It's rough because it's like I'll be in a position where I'm like, okay, I'll wait for two tiers down and get a receiver again. Hey, I'll just wait and get Gabriel Davis later in the 14th round. He goes right now. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that I was targeting Gabe Davis. I'm just saying the guys where I would feel like, okay, I could target them. You know what I mean?
And especially BS Barbarian specifically. He was like, he was like, this is my paid research for the year because he's done no research before hopping into the dynasty and best ball. So I mean, just what he's been hanging around since for the mocks and the other shit that we've been doing. But yeah, he told me that the other day. This is getting him ready to whoop everyone's ass.
I like it. Those are fighting words.
Yeah.
I've look at this. Tell me right when you saw Roquan go, or when Parsons go, you're like, all right, here it comes, right? And
yeah,
well, all the way to the next round. The guy, a couple pictures before me, took Roquan, and it was funny because I wasn't even planning to go. I was hoping that it would keep falling, or maybe you would crack it off, and I'd be okay with ended up with Olakun or
Parsons didn't go. Bear down took Roquan, and then you took Bolton.
Oh, I thought Parsons. Oh, it was Michael Pittman then. Never mind. When I glanced at it, I might have thought I saw Michael Parsons.
Yeah, Michael Parsons is still there. So yeah.
Oh, so Pittman went right after my last pick. That's what it was.
Yeah, after Quentin Johnston. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, then you took Nick Bolton. Roquan went earlier, so I just snatched up Olakun. At least got the top
so you're
three.
telling me I could get Parsons right here?
Yeah. And and then Kirk goes, and then Gabe Davis, and then I swooped on Ridley.
Yeah, I didn't like that at all.
Of course not. I mean, man, it's just so nice.
It's the latest I've seen you grab them too. These motherfuckers were getting them early. I was like, fuck.
Yeah.
Sixth round is the earliest I've seen you grab them. I've grabbed them in the 7th and 8th.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've seen him go get taken in the 5th.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Shout out to Song, right?
Yeah.
Then he traded away Gibbs for fucking just that pick, or not Gibbs, Jameson Williams. That was crazy.
Yeah.
I know, right? Why don't I? How come we don't get those offers?
I like my squad so far, and I'll read off yours. I got Burrow, Tua, Waddle, London, Stevenson, DJ Moore, Olakun, and Calvin Ridley. And Bogey's got Hurts, Garrett Wilson, Kelsey, Cousins, Adams, Quentin Johnston, and Nick Bolton on the clock.
Now I gotta pull somebody up here. Everybody else is doing it.
Okay, here goes Jarvis. He said these could be some qualifications. It's a chain. There's locations in multiple states. A server doesn't take your order, and you get your food in less than 5 minutes. Oh no, man! I've been in a Jack in the Box fucking line, waiting for way longer than 5 minutes.
See, here's the thing.
That wouldn't be a qualification.
I could argue that when you go to a place like In-N-Out or a Chick-fil-A or Raising Cane's, that line is nasty. And
you might be there for like 40, you might be there for 45 minutes, like in the fucking time.
I mean, in San Jose, when the In-N-Out first opened up, and this is way before. I mean, when they already had In-N-Out, but when they first opened up one in the East Side, right? It was way before they would have a motherfucker out there in the line. You know what I mean? Going car to car. You know what I mean? Staying ahead of schedule, right? So they would have, if you're way out, everything got the X, the little palm trees.
Yeah.
And then so if you're way out by the palm trees, they would have a sign say 40 minutes. Like, fuck, dude, for real? And like, you know what I mean? So it's like, if you know what I mean? I'm like, well, we're doing this. You know what I mean?
And that's what's crazy. Like, could you imagine if they had more menu items than what they do? Like, I mean, mine.
Maybe it hurts them. Maybe it hurts them.
Nah, I mean, because like more things would be just having to make, like when someone comes in and orders from like In-N-Out, if you're inside and like you order like 2 double doubles, they'll be like 4 meat, 4 cheese, or whatever. Like that, like that's all they have to worry about is throwing down the.
Yeah. Okay. How about this? You know what would change the game for In-N-Out? One thing. Bacon.
Yeah, I was so high one time. There was this big announcement on April 1st that In-N-Out was adding.
He didn't even realize it was April 1st. He was like, "What?"
It got me. I had to go see if it was.
I would have done the same thing. I would have like, pick me up, bro. I'd be like, I'm about to get like a pound of bacon on my shit. You know what's crazy too is I was hella excited when I started figuring out. You could do multiple shit. I only did this when I was young, but like you're like, oh, I can get like 5 patties for real, like, or like the animal style shit, or even like I was just in line and a dude goes, sliced chilies, And I asked him, hold on, they got sliced chilies here?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. And I was like, the dude, he looked so serious, bro. And them chilies hit too. They ain't fucking, they're not, for the weak at heart. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I put sliced chilies on my fucking. I'm a pickle guy too. I know you're not really a pickle guy, but I get sliced chilies and sliced pickles. Oh, you do? Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I'll eat like a whole jar of pickles, bro. Pause. Hey, you know what's funny? So like, Dame Dash, you know who he is, right?
Yeah.
So Dame Dash, he's like, as far as I'm concerned, that's where the pause shit came from.
Okay.
With them Harlem boys, you know what I mean? Hold on, pause. You know what I mean? And so like Cameron, he got a podcast these days, right? And Cameron, he came up. He's from Harlem. Came up under Dame Dash 2 at one point. And you know what I'm saying? And he was talking about how he can't even eat a banana, bro. You gotta slice it. Pause. Like, and they're so advanced with the pause, they'll hit the pause before they even say anything. Pause. You can't eat a banana like that. You gotta slice it. You know what I mean? Like, it's so funny because, like, it's very offensive.
Yeah, it was so funny. I posted about we're getting people involved in the 32 team league. We're already taking spots, and I posted it in Patreon. And Phil, it was like, let me get up in there. Pause in the comments, but like, putting the pause in the comments.
That's funny. Oh shit! And like the first time, I mean, back in the days, they had these Rockefeller, like when they were on tour, they had like little videos or DVDs or whatever. And like, you know what I'm saying? That's for the first time I heard all that shit. Boys. Because they would just be saying wild shit, you know what I mean? It's like, there's a lot of F words being thrown around back in the days too, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That shit is funny. All right. So this week's box break, it filled up. It's going down at 4:30 today. So in like 2.5 hours. And then here's everybody's names who's in it for this one. And then I'm uploading the loading up here next week's box break. Gonna be super dope. All the teams are $10. We're doing it's a 2021 Panini Chronicles draft picks box. It's a mega box. Shit is super dope. And then a 2022 Chronicles blaster box. So the only teams that are taken so far are the Bengals, Cowboys, Broncos, Jets, and Steelers. All the teams are $10. Let me know if you want to get in. It's going to be a dope one. That's next week.
Cool.
Crispy said, I can't figure out that 32 team shit. Yeah, he took over an orphan team that he probably shouldn't have taken over.
Wait, hold on.
Not in ours.
During the year. Yeah, during the year. Yeah, you gotta get in the draft, Crispy. You're a savage. You're gonna be
No. Crispy was in ours last year. He took over an orphan team in like Chaotix.
Oh yeah,
32 team league, and like the team is so bad. Like he has nothing trade worthy, like other than draft picks. So like
it's almost better to be closer to the swing around.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, and like. And then let alone the third round reversal.
It really depends if there's third round reversals or not, like, right? Okay. In ours there is, yeah. So if we're talking about ours specifically.
Yeah, okay, going into last year, Cooper Kupp, he's the number one receiver coming off the year prior, right? He went in like the 20s or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Good. People was going like heavy QBs, like, it was like 16 QBs straight or some bullshit. Except for like, I think crazy ass Bernie Mac took like Jonathan Taylor or some bullshit, like third overall.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he really paid for it the rest of the way.
Yeah. He still ended up winning his division or some shit though.
Yeah, I mean, see, and that's one thing you could bank on too, right? Is that if you are in this 32 team league and you're not comfortable with what you're doing, I'm pretty sure there's a large percentage of other managers in the same boat as you. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's almost who doesn't have the ugliest team. You know what I mean?
Pretty much. Hell yeah.
Yeah, because everybody's gonna be wounded somewhere, unless like you're just blessed around like idiots in the draft.
Man.
And like
can't believe that shit. I'm still pissed at Titans. That son of a bitch.
Like I think I took Devin,
bastard.
I think I was like in the 6th round or 4th round or something like that. And I took Devin White, and I thought I was like really savvy about that. You know what I mean? I was like, hell yeah. But then it was like, every time I made a choice, I had options, and I always regretted it. I'm like, fuck, because it's like, all right, if I don't take a running back here, my receivers are gonna be hurt. I mean, my receiver, right? I take a running back, my receivers are hurt now. You know what I mean? It's like
the draft was so crazy. Here goes the first round. I just pulled it up. It's Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Herbert, Mahomes, Burrow, Lamar Jackson, Brady, Stafford, Murray, Hurts, Wilson.
I was like, who the fuck is pulling up to my crib all crazy willy-nilly?
Russ Wilson, Prescott, Rodgers, Trey Lance, Derek Carr, T. Law, Cousins, Tua, Fields, Wentz, CMC, Winston, Chase, Henry, Cup, Eckler, Jefferson. Crazy. He went up to 27, Jefferson.
Damn.
Mac Jones, Najee, Matt Ryan, Dalvin Cook, and DeAndre Swift.
Let's look at who the champion. Let's look at the champions team.
So he takes Eckler, Kamara, Moore, Thielen, Cooper, Winfield, Tremaine Edmonds, Shaq Thompson, Donta Foreman, Chris Jones, McKinnon.
Deontay Foreman and McKinnon fucking won it for him, dude.
Down the stretch.
They fucking won it for him.
Jonathan Allen, Gray. Trubisky. No, what it was that scrub ass IDP Iggy dropping fucking Dak. And he swooped him. That's really what swung it for him.
Dang,
How to be in a league around dumbasses, right? Like we had one big dumbass in that league.
How come I'm never around the dumbasses, bro? I'm usually doing the dumbass shit. That's probably why.
Yeah, that one was tough though. But I remember Crispy, like Gino wasn't even drafted in this draft. Like Crispy picked fucking Gino, like off of waivers or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's the cool part about it. You can only hold one QB unless that QB. Oh, and no, you can't even put that QB in the IR, huh? And hold another one.
No, only one. It can only be one.
Madness. Are we gonna do the multiverse of madness, or should we do like different?
No. I say we got to stick with it, right? Yeah. And but yeah, there's going to be a bunch of people who won't be invited back, and 420 crew members. If you guys want to get in, now's the time to let me know so you can get added onto the list.
Because I would say when we probably start that draft, probably I don't know, July.
Now we started at the beginning of August last time, so we'll start at the beginning of August again.
Okay, I'm not mad at it.
Yeah, and it's going to be crazy. And this year, actually, there's going to be way more playoff teams than last year. The first year is probably going to be the hardest out of all, but now we're doing the real 32. It's legit going to be 14. 14.
And there's a bye week. We've got bye weeks too.
Only 2 teams are going to have the bye week, though. Yeah.
We're getting our NFL on.
Yeah, it's going to be the exact same breakdown, except since we only have 4 divisions, because we can't put 8 divisions. That's the thing that sucks unless Sleeper changes that around. So,
we could email them. You know what I mean?
I mean, they've been making changes, but let's see. Because it's going to be. Yeah, I think it's going to be the top two from each division are in, and that's the top. Let me see, because how many is it going to be? 8. It needs to be like 7. It's going to be like the top 7 somehow. We're going to figure that out. Or actually, I guess we have to do the top 8, and then the last 7 total will be like wild cards or some shit. Just best record.
Regardless, you got to input all the seating, or they have it fixed this time?
No, we have to input the seating, and which I had to do that last year also.
Yeah, which is cool because you know what I'm saying. It's self-explanatory. It's not like anyone can't see. It's legit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Look at the points.
And no, Dennis, we didn't draft didn't draft a 30-man roster. It's only 15. 15. So it's like one super flex, not even a QB spot, one super flex spot, a running back, a wide receiver, 2 flex, and then a DL, an LB, a DB, and an IDP flex. So it's 5 offense and 4 defense is what it is. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the bench. We're probably going to raise the bench. Probably going to have to. We shouldn't have to drop people. I don't like the idea of having to drop people because of bye weeks.
But also because we do waivers. We run Fab, so it runs every day. So you gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta make your moves prior, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yep, Crispy, it is gonna be Marvel again. Yeah, but so that's what I'm thinking. Maybe maybe it's either gonna be 8 or 9 bench spots for this. And it's gonna get ugly. But yeah, I think the uglier it gets, the more trades that it's probably going to force as well on the waivers.
You know what's crazy in a 32-team league is when you get excited to like be the guy who picks up Isaiah Hodgins. You know what I mean? Or the guy who you know what I mean? Like, because those, these guys that just pop out of fucking nowhere.
Derek, I do got that one. Oh, stupid soundboard.
Pick him up. Pick him up. Pick him up.
It was crazy the moves that I made like in the beginning. I mean, everyone was making moves like crazy, but I just remember
Michael Walker and like Luvu.
Hufanga.
Oh no. JD had Luvu, and at one point he dropped him, bro, and I spent like 150 to get him.
Yeah.
I don't even think I got him.
It was picking up Michael Walker, Hufanga, and Zaire Franklin.
There.
All off waivers.
And then I remember you traded Zaire Franklin, right? At one point?
Yeah, that fucked
because but then we didn't know that Michael Walker was going to take a back seat like out of nowhere, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think he got hurt or something. I really do.
Nah, that was the thing though. Remember, because he
was not injured, just hurt.
Oh, okay, but he was playing hurt.
He was playing. Yeah, I think he was just playing hurt.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I can't even remember. It was trading Steezy. That's who it was. And it was like I needed a wide receiver like super, super bad. And it was trading Franklin for a wide receiver didn't work out too well.
Who did you get? Was it Isaiah Hodgins? No, it was Sterling Shepard, I think. Was it Sterling Shepard? Oh, no, I don't know. I forget what it was. But, I mean, those are the type of things we're doing in a 32 team, right?
Darius Slayton.
It was Darius Slayton.
Fuck.
I mean, he was balling for this until he got hurt.
Yeah.
It was crazy because he was like there.
And then I traded Darius Slayton and Montez Sweat and someone else, some other D lineman for Michael Pittman.
I should make a pick.
That still didn't work out too well either. I mean, I didn't win. I did not win. That's all that matters.
I gotta do it. Give me Brian Robinson in 23.
Oh shit.
Yeah. There's no way he makes it back to me. And like if I take like just someone higher than him that like that's older, you know what I mean? Like I gotta make the judgment call here.
There we go.
By far the highest I've pulled him up is late 7th, so early 7th. This feels a little.
It's 8th right now.
Oh, okay. Hell yeah, look at me. I came up.
And let me know who you want to get in the 21. Where are we at in there? We're in like way deep. We're in the 36th round.
6th round.
I wonder if it's I wonder if it's worth it to change it to 2-hour clocks towards the end just to get it moving.
Yeah. Okay. Think me. So many. Did somebody take Odell already in this league?
He's got to be. Yeah.
Good. I don't want to do it. I already took him in the last one. But it was like round 28. I'm like, you know what? This feels all right. Huh.
Hell yeah, Dennis! I'm excited for the playoff leagues again. Those are just super fun, and we get to keep the action going for like 3 more weeks.
I mean, when you think about it, right? I've been having the most fun this last couple of years because it never stops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we don't allow it to. You know what I mean? Damn. You know what? Grady Jarrett me.
Ooh.
I just this is only the third player that I could even put in the DL spot that I have on my roster so far. Out of 36 players now.
Yeah, I just picked one too. I went with Zach Allen.
I like it. It's a good pick.
They gave him the bag.
I mean, he's he's over there with the Broncos, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good pick because they've been trying to fill that. They had DJ Jones from my Niners, right? And he was a beast with the Niners, and then he just was weren't really handling. Fucking big ass fly.
Let's see. Now I'm on the clock in the 22.
Are we going towards my weight in that league? Oh yeah, we are. I'm at the end of that.
Yeah.
I'm at the end of this round. Oh, okay, we're getting close. You have the 4 spot, right? You?
Yeah. You know what? I think just to add some insurance, we're gonna add Zappy behind Mac Jones.
Okay. Oh, okay. So Mac Jones, you got Mac Jones as your third.
Yeah.
Nice. Would you get him like 9th?
I think it was later than that, but let's see.
No fucking way. And I took Ritter
In the 10th. Weren't too far off.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not mad at that. I think I took Ritter in the 9th.
And Office said I'm stubbornly draft value later. That dude with 5 QBs.
See, that's smart though, because I do that shit all the time if I can.
There's a fine line between being stubborn and between like waiting for the proper value.
Yeah, because like it's not like I'm stacked with like 5 from the top 12. You know what I mean? It's like you get your 2 from the top 12 that you can to the best of your ability, and then like last year it was like I would have 5 QBs, but the other ones would be like Mac Jones, fucking Davis Mills, fucking, you know what I mean? Zach Wilson, like, you know what I'm saying? But those guys, I'm finding someone who needs those guys, you know what I mean? Like someone who needs a QB where those guys look good actually, and then I can go and fucking poach whatever I need from them, you know what I mean? It's like surefire. Like more QBs. I mean, the more QBs you got, you're gonna be able to make some deals, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I had 5 QBs in that, or 4 QBs in that one league that I took over. I got the flipping. Then I even drafted Stroud and flipped him too. You know what I mean? And I still have 3 QBs on that. Oh, 4. I got Lance, Stafford, fucking Cousins, and Tua. You know what I mean?
Nice.
It's not the greatest, but you know what I mean? Like if ever I needed to, someone will buy Lance off me if they say Lance is a starter somewhere. You know what I mean? Or they trade him, or you know what I mean? Even if you get a job at the Niners, I'm flipping them right then and there. Yeah. Because like who knows how long it'll last. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So now with these 2-hour clocks though, I gotta change the pause time. Just because I mean shit, I could be on the clock and not even wake up because it starts at 7. So I'm changing it from 5 p.m. to 9 a.m. now.
Oh yeah.
But it'll be on 2 hours. So once this pauses, I'm gonna trade it. All right, there you go, Derek. And see, it's funny because like people who've never been in a slow draft before, I mean, it does drag on for sure.
Yeah, when we get into this range, it's like it's almost like people should just queue their shit up and the order they want
on auto, like
on auto.
Yeah, like if you're checked out, you're checked out. It's fine.
Like Big Tons, he holds it up a lot. But then there was like 2 days where I don't think he realized he was on auto draft, Then he's like, oh shit, takes it off, and now it's like, oh, we're great, stall it every time now. Like he still autos, but after 4 hours this time. You know what I mean?
And I told him to let me know, like if you're gonna go on auto, just let me know. And like then when he comes on, I would just like push through the picks, and it would be based off of his queue.
Yeah,
But, people get busy. That's what it is. People get busy, and everyone's super super excited to draft in the beginning. But yeah, this is like if the NFL did like a for real, like where everyone got put in the player pool and everyone was drafting, and they're legit drafting.
I mean,
54 rounds plus taxi squad or plus what's that shit? Whatever the fuck, practice squad.
imagine that. They'd be like, the San Francisco 49ers are on the clock. You look at the clock, it's like 48 hours. You know what I mean? I mean, because what if you had, imagine that though. You like, okay, fly him out right now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, we got to go over there and talk to him. Or you know what I mean? Like, you would realistically, if you did an actual reality slow draft, you probably would have like 24 hours on the clock or 48 or something. Get him on the private jet.
But even then, I mean, you would just have to know who you're drafting, like if that really happened. But I just mean like, people would be way more excited for the first couple rounds than they would for like the last 30 rounds, where it's all backups and shit being drafted. It's just the way it's the same. But this is the closest that we get to being like an NFL GM for sure.
I mean, who said we're not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Look at what Peacock said. He said Davis Mills said he's not going to mentor Stroud, that it's a competition for him and nothing's changed.
Ooh! Let's get it on!
This is Referee Mills Lane here, so listen up. I want a good, clean fight.
Hey, I fuck with Davis Mills, bro.
Oh, man. So
And I think D'Amico Ryans, the cloth that he's cut from, he's not going to throw that kid out there unless he's ready.
Right. What's the point?
Yeah, and because I'm pretty sure Davis, I mean, here's the caveat. They're both learning new systems. If Davis Mills excels faster in this system, he's going to start.
Yeah.
Like, I mean, see other coaches.
Like Davis Mills, this is probably his last year there, right? Or maybe he plays out his full 4 years. But like, yeah, Stroud, like, I mean, by year 2, he's going to be the number one guy no matter what walking into week 1. But yeah, who knows coming out of the box? What are they competing for? Like, fuck. Like,
yeah, it's really about getting the whole entire culture established, right? Like, you know what I mean? He came from a winning organization. He knows what winning looks like and what it looks like in the locker room, and you know what I mean? He knows what. I mean, people can knock Jimmy, but like supposedly he's like a film rat. You know what I mean? He's motherfuckers in the film room, motherfuckers. You know what I mean? Like, you never hear about that about Kyler. You know what I mean? And look at speaking on Kyler, right? When he got drafted, he had a rookie head coach.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's no way they're not starting him first. You know what I mean? Here we are. We got a rookie head coach with D'Amico Ryans, but the fact that he comes from the coaching lineage that he comes from, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, like I think they're not.
He signed a 6-year deal. Like I know anything could change, but I'm assuming year 1.
Look at Robert Saleh.
Not going to be make or break for his
Robert
job.
Saleh, I think he got a 5-year deal, right? Or it might even been 6. First year, they draft their QB. They go, it doesn't work out. Now they have Aaron Rodgers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, but remember I used to say Zach Wilson probably doomed from the start. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because, like, you know what I'm saying? You had a deep.
A lot of rookie QBs are. Like, a lot of rookie QBs don't, like, they're less likely to work out than they are. Like, if you just look at the overall numbers of quarterbacks drafted, like, a lot of them bust. Got to be in the right system. Got to have the right pieces. Like, a lot of things got to go the right way. And Bakesalot said, what the fuck? Lamar just said their offense will be more throwing and less running. Okay. Well, I think compared to years past, but look at the coordinator that they got. Like, yeah, they are going to be throwing it more and running it less. It doesn't mean that they're not. They're still going to run it more than they pass it.
Want to go without coverage.
Yeah.
Like, they'll be over 50% rushing.
A month?
That's what I kind of want to hold off.
Okay, well, I'll talk to you about it in a second.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out.
Antonio said they can't even tank. They don't got their next year's pick.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they traded it away, huh?
Yeah, for Rodgers.
No. Houston.
Oh yeah, right. To move up, they gave it to
to get the second first round, or to move up and get the way higher first round pick. Yeah, let's see. What did they trade away? They got. Damn, they still have 2 first rounders next year. Didn't even matter. Still got 2 first rounders, a second, a third, 2 fourths, a fifth, a sixth, and 2 sevenths. So they're not hurting for picks even after making those moves. So that was just smart. And Office said Mills looked pretty shook in yesterday's press conference. Ooh, I didn't see it. And Peacock said Stroud says he's not worried about taking reps with the 2s right away. Neither am I. Yeah, I mean, why would he be? Like, he's the fucking rookie. Like, go out there, shine with the team 2s, and he's not gonna win the job before August anyways. And like, let's see how they play in like the preseason games. Like, that's gonna be a big tell of who's actually gonna be starting week 1.
Hold on, I'll be right back. I just gotta send a text real quick.
Yeah, for sure. Unless Davis Mills is looking like good enough to where they just say that Stroud's not starting week 1 just to take the pressure, off of everybody. What up, Marty? Let's smoke it up. Alpha said Zay their wide receiver 1 by week 4. And Edit, what up? How y'all feel about Richardson in Dynasty? I like him and I don't. Like, I mean, I like the value of what he is like right now, and I like how his value could raise like after the first year, but I don't know. I'm just super nervous. Like, he's gonna have to rely on his legs a lot. Passing weapons kind of suck like over there. So I don't know. I'm not a super big fan of either 3 of the big QBs this year in Dynasty. I'm not super excited about them. Not for them to be starters. I'm excited to get them and put them on my taxi squads. Hopefully, I don't need them for year 1.
That's funny because I grabbed every youngster I could in the League 21.
Yeah, that's wild.
Young linebacker, and just felt like hopefully next year I'll be all right. You know what I mean? Because I probably won't have any picks. You know what I mean? Knowing how I am. You know what I'm saying?
You just got to start young.
That's right. And just move things around. See, I never feel like, you know what I mean, that any of these leagues that there's no one that'll make trades. You know what I mean? Like, I haven't experienced that yet. In any of the leagues I've been in, actually.
Well, I guess even with IDP, you're going to be able to come up on some crafty veterans that are going to be able to like start if the rookies aren't ready to start, like for our fantasy squads right away.
Yeah. And it, even like the people that like were holding on to certain people for a couple of years. Like, I remember last year, somebody had dropped like Pete Warner out of nowhere. I was like, what the fuck? It's crazy. But like, because they probably were holding on to him, he wasn't doing nothing for him. So they didn't know. They might not have seen like, oh, okay, this guy's about to have a big role. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But that's a very rare occasion. You know what I mean? If you remember someone dropped Brady last year?
Yeah, I picked him up.
Yeah, you swooped him up, and you know what I mean? It's like, it's silly. You know what I mean? You just never know sometimes. Sometimes people, you know, they do. That's what I always say.
That guy felt so stupid that he quit and just disappeared from everything.
For real?
Yeah.
Maybe he died.
I never said anything about Brady either, but who knows? Maybe you watched the show and we were talking about him being a dumbass. Dropping.
What a fucking idiot.
Yeah. Until Brady is like inked in as like the owner of the Raiders, and then he inks in his contract to where like, and then I see him on TV.
I mean, you know what's crazy, bro?
Like, I think about dropping them.
I feel like I would still hold on to him because he hates Jimmy so much. He'll be like, I'm the quarterback now.
I'm about to get up in there.
Let me get in that motherfucker. I'm throwing out Devontae.
Yeah, because I guess he's probably not even going to care that much about the what's it called, the color commentating, because he could quit that at any given moment.
Yeah, he's like, no amount of avocados will keep me away from the game. Because that's what they offered Brady. 200.
They're dying over there. I'm the QB now.
You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, you're gonna see Brady's gonna be in like a silver and black silk, like cheetah print shirt, unbuttoned down, stun is on. Vegas Brady, bro.
Yeah.
He's gonna have like fucking highlights and shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be dope, man. I can't wait till next year's Super Bowl. It's gonna be in Vegas. I can't even imagine what kind of crazy festivities are gonna be going down. So I'd highly recommend if anybody wants like to be a part of some cool shit, book a hotel. Yeah, you better do it now. Like fuck, because like I mean, the closer it gets, like it's probably so crazy.
Man, I'm hot because like I only got to go exploring for like a couple hours when they had the Super Bowl out in San Jose. You know what I mean? Or in Santa Clara, I should say.
Right.
But because the whole San Jose, downtown San Jose was like done up. Like half of it was like the Carolina blue, and the other half was the Bronco orange. Like literally, the buildings were orange. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like the whole Super
everything shut down around there, right?
Everything was open.
Well, no. I mean, it's like everything is like going on so much.
Oh yeah,
it's just
and
that
there's bands in the streets. It was like like that's why it took us forever to get up in there. And then when we finally found parking, we were walking, we were walking around for a little bit, fucking, and it was just too crazy, bro.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah,
but yeah, it was. You know what I mean? It's the Super Bowl. Like, what do you expect, right?
Yeah, like
Ricky, I want to go to Radio Row one day. One day, me and you will broadcast from Radio Row. Watch.
That'd be super dope.
There it is. Because you just flag down the people that walk by and get them to sit down with you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, you do have like a call sheet.
I mean, shit, it might be this year. We just need to look into that shit because, like, I mean, it's all types of media.
It's just about finding how to get credentials. You know what I mean? How do we get these fucking? When I worked for that WWS mag. We had lanyards, and bro, that shit worked like a fucking charm, bro. We're media. Oh, what magazine you guys with? Boom, show the badge.
Yeah,
we made those badges.
Yeah,
that's all. Go ahead. You know what I mean? You're not on the list, but yeah, it's all right. You know what I mean? Like,
fucking, what are those guys? The PFT. Those fucks, like, remember when they were at Radio Row and they got kicked out when they were asking questions to Gronk?
I mean, shit, I'm surprised Gronk didn't kill him, bro.
He was laughing at the question.
I remember Pat Mayo, right? So Pat Mayo, he had a show. He went on Radio Row back when it was in Minnesota. It's like, I think it was the 2017 Super Bowl. And so like, Radio Row was super cracking because nobody wants to be outside. So this thing is just packed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then it's funny because Pat Mayo, no one knows who the fuck he is. He's a fantasy analyst. You know what I mean? But like Mark Ingram sat with him. And my disdain for Mark Ingram, Pat Mayo shares the same disdain. You know what I mean? So like he was asking, why do you think people think you're so horrible? You know what I mean? And he's like, is this a joke? He's like, no, I'm just asking. It's an honest question. And the dude was just like, fuck this. He got up and like, I was dying, like, yes, Pat. Oh shit. Cause it's one of those things he had to sit there though. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't like, oh, he got flagged down, like he was, you know what I mean? They went and booked him, you know what I mean?
Right.
Just so he could tell him that shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You gotta love him.
He could talk shit. That's awesome.
Yeah, and then he got this co-host, his name's Tim Anderson, but they call him Tim Andercuss. Cuss means like cursed, you know what I mean? Because this guy, he's a big Jets fan. So for Antonio, if you're watching, if you want to know why your Jets are so cursed and shit.
Yeah. Peacock said he could definitely make us badges.
Right? I'm telling you, bro.
Hey, what up, Guru?
What up, Guru?
Oh yeah, credentials are key. He said they got me all the Saints pressers. There we go.
You feel me? And like when you like, so it'll be like me and like two, three other motherfuckers. We all have badges, and they're like, oh, they can't all be faking it. Yeah, get ahead. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
we go in there like 20 deep, man. We're all we're with the 420 crew. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
420 crew media.
Damn right.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Vegas this August. That's just gonna be dummy lit.
Yeah. You guys gotta reserve your spot if you're gonna be staying at the 420 Crew Mansion, but it's gonna be so fire though. It's August 18th, 19th, and 20th. So that Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and man, weed events, fantasy drafts going on. Sunday is gonna be the heavy day for the fantasy drafts, but
we might need to make it Saturday, because what if there's a lot of people that are going home Sunday? You know what I mean?
I mean, Sunday's the big day though. Like, because Friday there's not going to be that. There's a
Fridays people coming in and whatnot. Yeah. I guess you could say the same for Saturday too. Some people might not be coming in until Saturday.
For sure. So yeah, Sunday's the planned day. So yeah, but there'll be drafts like literally starting at like 9 o'clock in the morning. That day. So like, no matter what, we'll be.
See, that's the thing with Vegas at 9 in the morning, right? It's like you almost have to stay up to make it to 9 in the morning.
But it's Bogey's boot camp, man. So if they're staying at the mansion,
it's true.
But you're going to be able to pick the draft slots that you want to be in. So like,
you got to black out all the windows and
don't
turn off all the clocks. No one knows the time of the day or the date.
I feel like the only people who would take like the early ones would be people who are going to be leaving early. Or you just know that you're going to be up. You're not going to be drinking that much. You're just going to be smoking and doing mushrooms.
See, that's the thing, though. You got to wake up and go and do it all. You know what I mean?
Well, that's the plan.
You know what I'm saying? I need to find my megaphone. I have a megaphone.
Yeah. See, Derek said he's going home Sunday night. And see, like, what time is your flight? Like Sunday night.
Yeah, because he might be flying out West Coast like 5 o'clock type of shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, hopefully not. And hopefully it is earlier, earlier or
just
later.
Be prepared. Just be prepared to push your flights back. It's Vegas. That shit happens all the time. I could think of no cap. I could think of 2 different occasions where they didn't let me on the plane because I was too inebriated. And it wasn't even that, like, I was like, they had to peel me off the ground. It was just like, I was loud, and then they're, and then I get up to the front, like, sorry, sir. Yeah, we have discussed it and said you're not allowed on this plane. I'm like, what? And then when you argue with them, it just proves their point, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Flashing on them.
Exactly.
The fuck?
Hey, look at that. Peacock said I'm staying until Tuesday. There we go.
Yeah.
Gonna be extra lit. Hell yeah.
I'm gonna stay till Monday.
Monday's the best.
You know what? I'm gonna tell my girl Peacock stay until Tuesday.
Well, Tuesday's the cheaper day to fly out like that. If you can actually stay until Tuesday, 1,000,000% of the time is always the cheapest flight during the week.
If I see Peacock's smart because he got his girl coming out too. I'm trying to get her to go out there because then I told Candlestick, I'm like, if my girl goes, your girl will go. But then it's also like,
because like we can get some we can get some female planned events because my mom, she's gonna come into town and like watch Noble, so like Vanessa can help with like anything
that week. It's my dad's birthday is August 14th, and like they almost routinely go to Vegas. It's not like right on his birthday they'll go like one of those weekends in August. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure, yeah.
So like I mean. Because that was another one of the things too, was like my dad's like, oh, we might go this year. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Because if they go, they take the RV, and that's just fun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. You know what I mean? Because then, like, if it was one of those things, you know what I mean? My mom would be out there. We'd probably just bring all the kids. You know what I mean? Because Vegas is dope. Like, when you're not.
Yeah. See, there we go. Derek said his flight's at 10:55. See, exactly. Hold on.
Okay. Oh, he's on the red eye, basically.
Yeah. Yeah, so I mean, you leave for the airport, like shit. Like that's the one thing that's cool about Vegas. There's so many flights that, like, especially a late one like that, you get there an hour early, you're probably good. Like like I've gotten there an hour early and had to wait like 55 minutes because you get through security like hella quick.
I remember it was me and Kev, right? So we're simultaneously flying out. He's flying out of SAC. I'm flying out of Vegas. And then like I hit him. I'm like, hey, I'm going through security. Where you at? Because we're about to land. We're supposed to land simultaneously, and then we'll link up right at the Vegas airport.
Right.
And he's like, I'm on the way to the Stockton airport right now. I'm like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, I went in there and the line was too long, and he didn't make it in time for his flight.
Oh shit.
So he had to go to Stockton to jump on another plane.
Yeah, you got to know the airports for sure, because every airport is a little bit different. Like I remember, like the Denver airport. Like, man, that shit is the devil. It's so big. It is so big, and I
The LA
swear,
airport, LAX, fucking JFK in New York, fucking the shit is always. I remember when I went through JFK. The last time I went through JFK was like I think 2012, maybe 13. But I remember they made me put my hands on this machine. I never seen that anywhere in any other airport. But it's like an outline of your hands, and then like they had this list of shit, right? And it's just ding, 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 everything like things that are like checking off. Like, you know what I mean? Like I was clear for all these different things they were looking for. And I was asking like, oh, like, and they're like, oh yeah, they're like, it's really like for if you had touch explosives or any kind of type shit like that. You know what I mean?
Wild.
I know. I'm like, well, good thing I wasn't making any explosives today. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm like, that shit was crazy.
Yeah,
and of course, because I'm one of those guys. Like, hey, excuse me, sir. Yeah, step out of the line. Yeah, random search. Oh, random. Yeah. I was like, no, I'm Bogard, not random.
Office said I lost my carry-on backpack going through Vegas security. Pretty much drug tested me. Man, that's bullshit.
Damn.
Said they did that hand test on me in Vegas. Never got my backpack back. What the fuck?
Wow, what year was this?
Yeah.
Because I just flew home from Vegas like in November. I had all kind of everything in my backpack.
Yeah.
All kind of fucking paraphernalias and things, because we just came from the events, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Marco said, wondering what transatlantic to Vegas costs. Go check it out right now, man. Marco, it'd be fucking epic if you made it.
Right? Come on. And like, wherever you're at in the world, there's a way to get to Vegas.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone goes to Vegas, so it's like, you know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. I've never flown as much as I've flown since I moved to Vegas a year ago.
Because you can get flights to anywhere, and basically.
Yeah, and it's like way cheaper than everywhere else. Oh, Derek said I got the global entry too, so I don't got to check like either like in and out. Oh man, yeah, you're good. You're good.
I made the phone call.
Yeah, see, man, you leave. You could like almost leave like to go to the airport like an hour before, and it's like a 20-minute drive. And then
I don't know. Shout out to my lady. I love my lady because she always just does all that shit for me. She's like, yeah, I checked you in, and I just okay, cool, hell yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir. Waivers still live. Depot said that was 10 years ago. Okay,
yeah, it makes sense.
I guess it's like more recently, maybe like 2018, 19 was when it started getting laxed, and then yeah, really like I mean. Yeah, like so many places just started getting legalized. That
I wonder if they're consciously searching people and preventing them from bringing stuff home to states that aren't legal.
No, not for weed, anyways.
Right? I mean, because otherwise, like, why would they stop him? I mean, but it was 2013.
They don't even know where you're going. I mean, you know, like obviously, like they could ask you.
You're right.
Going, but,
You're right. They don't necessarily know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the airports, man. I mean, I like it. I've never felt this comfortable, you know. So I'm glad it's this day and age that we're living. The last couple times that I did fly, it's funny. I get pulled over to secondary.
Hold on, let me get my daughter out the car.
Okay. One time, it's for having a full tube of toothpaste in there, and just one of like the regular size like tube of toothpaste, not the travel size, and that like just it set it off. And like they're like pushing my my joint papers and pushing my my little weed containers, you know, to the side to find the toothpaste. And this past time, I had like right before I'm leaving, Vanessa just packs what's it called? Baby wipes. And I didn't know that shit was gonna like set it off, and then so I get like put to secondary like for that. But yeah, gotta get all the travel size stuff. Yeah. But yeah, that was funny. And both times they're just like pushing my weed stuff like out of the way.
Yeah, I remember I went to Hawaii, and my girl, she was in this before we had kids, and so she was supposed to. It was one of my cousin's weddings, and she was supposed to go with me, but then like she had like these nurse finals or whatever, so like, and she wanted me to bring her flowers back, right? And then I'm thinking like, okay, yeah, I'll just buy some the last day I'm there and bring it back, and then like when we're at the wedding, they have the centerpieces. And it was like these big old like fucking fucking orchids or whatever the fuck you call them, right? But they're like super exotic, and I'm like, I'm gonna give her this. And then we're at the airport, and then my cousin was like, bro, you can't bring any of that shit back, bro. That's illegal. I said, no fucking way. He's like, yeah, you can't bring back no kind of fruits. You can't, you got they gotta check. They're gonna check and they're gonna take it away.
Where were you coming from?
From Hawaii.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, it's different when you start crossing water, oceans and
so check this out. I freaking like I take the little bouquet thing and I it's like the big clothes days still. Mm-hmm. So I just put it under my hoodie. And then when you don't set off any metal shit and you go through, you're good. It wasn't one of the ones where you go like this, you know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah, because the Hawaii airports, they still dumbass old school and shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because unless you're doing like one of those, that's like the full X-ray like thing, right?
Yeah.
For the X-ray,
they'll be able to see if you got a third ball. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn. So Marco said $400 or more. So I mean, that'd be crazy though.
That is cheap, bro.
If you're able to get from Germany to Vegas for $400, like on the round trip, that'd be insane.
I mean, it's probably double that if you don't have a fresh passport, right? Because a passport probably run you like $350 to $400. You know what I mean? Well, I mean, I guess I paid that much last time because I got it expedited. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
So I paid a little extra, but yeah, I mean, shit. If you already got your passport, you in this thing, Marco. Let's go.
And $250 a day gets you a shared room at the mansion as well.
And we'll go to the goddamn smorgasbord, bruh.
Yeah.
We're the real smorgasbord with my guy, Marcos, for the
see, look at that. Antonio said that's great. He said his ticket from JFK to Italy was $1,200.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah, look at that. He said Skyscanner says $540 right now. That's fucking insane because like I see flights from like Vegas to like New York for like $400 or $500. Like so, like that's insane. Book it. 18th, 19th, and 20th, Marco. Book it.
Book it. Hey, my book. What is it called? What's the what's that shit called? Oh, buddy passes, right? So one of my boys, his sister worked at the airport. I don't know what she did, but she had one of the buddy pass things. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So like, yeah, I used to bum that shit because you just have to put someone's name on it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And the only thing that sucks, you have to wait on a standby. But like, I hoard the fuck out of that shit. You know what I mean? I did not mind. Like, all right, I'll get there. Like, I gotta go to New York. I'll wait at the airport. There's a motherfucking open up. And 9 times out of 10, there would be, you know what I mean? There'd be open seat. And I'd be like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
Flying for free, bro. Like, that's, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fucking awesome.
Right?
Hell yeah.
Whoa. Big ass fucking crazy flies.
And Marco said passport isn't a problem. He said I got a pretty new one.
There you go. Let's see what's up.
He said I need a vacation. I said I need a vacation and money for it. Okay. Well, if you somehow come up on it, it will be.
See, here's what I'm saying. I think when I think of Vegas, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to think budget because I always went out there and we always just balled out.
Yeah,
because for men, women everything's free for them pretty much in Vegas. But see, we're gonna do Vegas, and according to Bogard standards, it's really cheap.
Well, the $250 a day is covering the where you're staying, covering the food, covering the drinks, alcohol and non-alcohol, covering a bunch of weed for you as well, and some mushrooms if you're going to partake. So that's like most of the stuff that people spend miscellaneous money on. Obviously if people are going to go gamble and whatever, you're going to have to take some Ubers, but we're going to be like super close to.
Listen, We are offering a special deal, one time only. You give me 300 American dollars right now, and I give you 1,000 bogey bucks. And you can spend all those bogey bucks at the mansion.
This shit is gonna be fun, man. I cannot wait. And Nelly Nell said he's coming through. We're gonna do a live silver screen breakdowns podcast.
Let's do a bunch of Vegas themed movies.
Yeah. Like I want to do Vegas Vacation. Fucking love it.
Hell yeah! The money.
Yeah, I want the money.
The money.
And then Saturday. So Saturday is going to be the Hustler Green Bowl. So this one, it is going to be the most exquisite fantasy league around. You got to throw down $600. But yeah, it's going to be, I mean, pretty much all of our big money. Anyone who's in it, that's going to be the big money league that we're a part of. $600. The winner gets the crazy custom belt that I showed you. Not that one specifically. You can customize it or get the same one, but it's going to be it's legit. It's the most legit fucking fantasy championship belt around.
Yeah, the dude who makes these belts actually makes wrestling belts for like indie companies, etc.
Yeah. And then of course, I mean, the big money for all the for the winners and everything. And what format with the $600 league? It's going to be super flex, tight end premium, QB premium scoring, IDP, and redraft, not what's it called? Not dynasty. But yeah, that league is going to be fucking legit. So it's going to be very similar, if not exactly like all the dynasties that we play in.
Yep, 12-teamer.
Yep. And pretty much for these live drafts, we're going to do, because everything's going to be on Sleeper. Everything's going to take place in 10-round increments. The 10 rounds is going to be the live, and then after that, it's going to get moved to Sleeper.
Oh, that's how we're doing it. Okay.
Yeah, so it'll be a fast draft until I mean, some of these they only have like 16, 17 spots, but it'll be like, you know, the 10 rounds, that's what's happening live. Then the rest will be a slow on Sleeper, because people might be savages and want to be in like multiple of these live drafts going on at the same time.
You know, some people could be like shrooming out of their mind, discovering who they really are. You know what I mean? And having a breakdown, about it. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah! All right, I'm on the clock in the Breakfast Club. Let's get it. Ooh, I picked Pacheco in the last round here, in the 7th round. Like it.
Yeah, I love Pacheco.
Yeah. You know what? No one's chosen Kyler Murray yet in the 8th round, so I think that's a good time to lock him
in. Fucking sane. You don't never invite me to those ones.
You've been invited to all these.
I'm in the joints for motherfuckers to take Murray in the 3rd round.
Oh man,
that's crazy.
All right, and Marco said, "I'd love to come to that event, but this year definitely not my year. Hope I can do it next year." Yeah, all good, bro. All good.
Hey, look, Marcos, hold on, listen.
It's a pricey,
I know you're gonna be there next year because you're from the future. He sees it already. You know what I mean?
Ooh, and Rob already made his pick. Dennis, it's on you. He chose Christian Kirk in the 8th round.
Damn, I'm so mad that someone took Christian Kirk, and I don't know if it necessarily triggered your Calvin Ridley pick there, but it definitely made it not any good for me getting him.
Crispy said Murray is a bust.
Yeah, I agree.
I think he's going to pay off the draft value in these best balls. I mean, if you get him, let's say if you're getting him after the 6th round or later, how about that?
I think when we get to August and they coming out talking about he ain't playing no training camp, he's not going to play any preseason. and then they say, oh, there's a chance he starts on the pup. Then we'll see. You know what I mean? You'll see him fall like where he should go. You know what I mean? Because in my mind, if he's on the, there's a good chance he starts on the pup, and that means. And listen, if you're Kyler, knowing what we know about Kyler Murray, wouldn't he push for pup? Because you think about all the Call of Duty he could play. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, he's going to be able to whooping people on this Call of Duty, and the next one will probably come out while he's still on the pup. Love it. And
right? Oh yeah, because they always come out like November, huh?
Yeah. Yeah, I guess late October, early November.
Late October, okay. That's what I knew it was right in that range, yeah.
Yeah. Peacock said shit, $250 all inclusive sounds legit. Hell yeah, it's gonna get you a bed, it's gonna get you food, it's gonna get you weed, it's gonna get you drinks, alcoholic and not. And yeah, we're gonna have a bunch of like little events.
I'm telling you, you want to get this Bogey Bucks deal. Sensual massage only costs 200 Bogey Bucks. Hit the drop.
Hello, ladies.
My neighbors are across the street. Oh shit, my bad.
Oh man, that's
yes.
It's gonna be so fun. It's gonna be so fun. Yeah, I cannot wait. And oh yeah, the Nintendo 64 is getting broken out. We're gonna have multiple tournaments going down. That's gonna be one fun part.
Hey, the motherfucker that comes with his own controller, bro. Watch out for that guy, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He comes out. He has his own little case.
I'm using the one with the loose joystick, bro.
Bust out, Lucille. That's a great trivia question, huh? Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Yeah.
What is Uncle
Phil's pool cue? Oh man. Fuck, I want the next season of Bel-Air to already be out. Derek, when's that shit supposed to come out? Man, almost should have waited to watch it because now I gotta wait.
What other notable actors do they got in there? Is it actual like high schoolers playing the kids?
So it definitely seems younger than on the Fresh Prince. It seemed like all the high school kids and shit, especially Will, seemed a lot older, you know, than the character that he was portraying.
Except for a Cornflake, though, right? Cornflake was like 15.
Maybe. Nah, he even seemed a little bit older.
Yeah, you're right. He wasn't a small guy.
Yeah, I don't know any. I legit know nobody.
Okay.
Marlon Wayans did his cameo. Tatiana Ali, she had a cameo in there. She was a teacher, like she was a black teacher at Bel-Air who's giving Ashley like black literature pretty much, and she gets fired for like giving things outside of the curriculum.
They're like, how dare you teach them the real history of the blacks? Like, how dare you? You know, they don't even teach that in the curriculum no more. Like, I guess in Black History Month, they'll still learn about like Harriet Tubman and shit like that. But like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. We've talked about this before, though.
Yeah.
How about,
it's cool that, so in this one, Jazz, he's not, I mean, I don't know. They make him seem like super poor, you know, at least with where he lives, you know, his spot in South
Where's
Central.
he from? He's from Bompton or what?
Yeah.
Nice. Because they never, I mean, remember when they go to like Jazz, remember they make Carlton like stay in Jazz's crib for like a week or whatever?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They make Jazz look poor, like in that one. So in this one, he's like the guy who's driving Will up to Uncle Phil's house, and they got like, instead of like limo service, it was like he's got like a Chevy Impala or like some shit, like an old school. You know,
okay.
He's got a car service, and
he's riding.
Yeah, and he took over. He said his uncle owned the record store, and I think he took it over when he passed away or something. Either that or he's still there and he's running it. One of the two. He's pretty much like a big entrepreneur in this one.
Okay.
And Jeffrey's a gangster. That's the best part about this one. Jeffrey's like a fucking Jamaican gangster.
I mean, shit, he was a British gangster in my opinion, if you ask me.
Yeah, but he ain't cooking no food or like nothing. You know, like he's not a butler. Like in this, like he's like Phil's like right hand man. Like he lives in the house, but he's more of like a fixer and someone who gets shit done. You know, when real important.
Because
shit.
He's in politics too, so you need a fixer.
Yeah. So that part's cool about Jeffrey. He's a real G.
Okay, let's play this game. Okay, let's remix other joints.
Derek said Jeffrey's the greatest. Yeah, he's super dope in this one.
Okay, let's remix Full House. All right. Okay.
Like not Fuller House, right? Like that.
No. Yeah. So like,
it should be about Jesse and Rebecca and having and Nikki.
Yeah, and they got an interracial relationship. There you go. Yeah, and Jesse. Okay, how about this? Jesse, he's not a pansy in this one. Pansy's pretty boy. He's from a biker gang. He's from the Hells Angels.
he gets more rugged because
and then Rebecca, she's the host of Wake Up San Francisco, the hip hop show. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Oh, I got.
Oh man, that shit would be funny.
Oh, and Joey Gladstone, right? He's still an aspiring comic, but he's addicted to heroin.
He's a stand-up comedian. Yeah. But he's got to be something like with that, where he's going down the dark rails of that. Yeah,
and he only feels alive when he's on stage. Because otherwise, he's just always dope sick. He's always showing up trying to borrow money and shit.
Yeah.
Okay, what's Danny? Ooh, Danny's gay. There it is.
Who is Danny?
He's gay.
Yeah, he always seemed that way.
Yeah. Danny has, you know what I mean? And they live in Castro Street.
Yeah.
I mean, you got to LGBTQ it up, right? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
Well, so in Bel Air, Ashley is she's came out to assist to Hillary, and that's it.
Okay, let me ask you: is Hillary
talking about LGBTQ like rights and just bringing it up a lot to where her mom even asked in the show? Viv asked, "Used to go for this, but now you're like backing this. Like, what do you think the change is?" And she had a good politically correct answer for it. I can't remember exactly what it was, but Ashley did. Hillary's an influencer.
I think you know what I think. I think what the world's problem is simple. It's like respect, right? Like, hey, look, if my homie say he was gay, I respect it, right? Hey, you like sucking dick, I like eating pussy. You know what I mean? It's tomato, right? Hey, you like cheeseburgers? You motherfucker might like a turkey burger. You know what I mean? You just gotta respect it, right? You know what I'm saying? Like even the pronoun shit. Like my girl at her new job, you know what I'm saying? It's a mental health spot, right? Because that's her whole resume, right? But anyways, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot of younger kids, like adolescents. You know what I mean? They're either in there for drug reasons or whatever. You know what I mean? But a lot of them, they want to be identified by like they or Z or and it's like, there's other nurses that are like they keep fucking it up, right? And it's like, it's just like someone's name, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, how hard is it? You know what I mean? This is what they prefer to be called. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. It's fun. The world's funny.
Yeah, just call them by their names anyways. How about that? Just learn the motherfuckers' names and call them by their names. How about that? And Dennis said, you ever watch Disjointed on Netflix? Yeah, I think Disjointed got a lot of like hate, but it was, you ever seen it on Netflix? No. So it's pretty much about, what the hell's her name? It's Kathy Bates, who's like the main person, and she like runs a dispensary. And
okay.
Pretty much just like the story of their dispensary and all the random shit going on in there. And it's the creator of Weeds, or not the creator of Weeds. No, like she's like the inspiration for Nancy. How about that? So she's like connected to the movie, but she's not the writer necessarily.
Okay.
But she's
so this is another story, like this is another telling kind of.
It's almost like a story of her life is what it is, super loosely based. And then same kind of thing with Disjointed. It gets a little bit more into the shit that she was like involved in and stuff.
If only I didn't have the attention span of a cat when it comes to things that I haven't seen yet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I got into Breaking Bad because I was like flipping through the channel. I had just had my first baby, so I'm at the crib a lot, and I'm flipping through the channels, and then he was hitting a glass pizzo. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is this? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Immediately like, whoa, this guy's smoking some dope on fucking cable. You know what I mean? And it was like, stay tuned for an encore presentation, Breaking Bad. I'm like, oh, this is a show?
Yeah, that shit's wild.
Yeah, that shit was
super wild. What they were able to get with.
I know, right? Like it is pretty crazy.
That's funny. Jarvis brought up when Carlton went to Jazz's hood. He said, "Quit playing me, Prince." Carlton, stop it.
Hey, what do they call him? C-Loc or
Yeah, C-Note.
C-Note?
Yeah.
That's kind of tight, actually. Watch out, there's a big ass fly here.
Oh, man. Yeah, super funny. C-Note. Jazz is like, I don't know, Prince. I'm starting to like him, too.
Hey, he had them moving the fake Gucci's, bro. What park was he gonna go to?
MacArthur Park.
MacArthur Park.
It's a sales bonanza.
Oh shit, fucking Carlton. That's how the motherfuckers just had the big baggy silk shirts. I'm gonna bring that back, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That shit was fly, actually.
And Peacocks, I saw Disjointed. It was okay. Hannibal Buress was the only reason I watched it at all. Yeah, there were some funny parts. I mean, Kathy Bates she's famous, obviously, but like, I don't know. Wouldn't expect her to see her like that, but
Kathy Bates, she was that's what's her name, right? Princess Leia?
That's
oh no, so yeah, she's the one that's the mother in Drop Dead Fred.
No.
Is she the mother of Norman Bates?
No.
I have no idea who Kathy Bates is.
She was in Fried Green Tomatoes. She was in what else?
You know, supposedly that's one of the greatest movies I've never seen either.
That is a good movie.
She
was in Titanic. She was in The Office. Oh, she was in The Blind Side. Yeah, she was the tutor.
Doesn't ring a bell. What is her name?
Yeah, what was the movie where she played a crazy person?
Yeah, but where she was Norman Bates' mother.
I don't think she was Norman Bates' mother.
Oh, Bates is her real name.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just being stupid now.
Yeah, I forget what the hell it was. What was the anybody have an idea? What was the one where she was the crazy ass person? Yeah, I have no fucking idea. Yeah, that's what I remember from most is Fried Green Tomato. But yeah, I forgot she was in The Blind Side. Oh yeah, she was in The Waterboy. She was the mom.
Oh, okay.
Why does it not have her on this list here? Maybe she didn't want it there. Maybe she said take it off my Wikipedia. Ow!
Every time someone mentions that movie, ow!
It's the brain pain, coach.
Waterboy is for the devil.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Office Depot Nude. He said Misery. It's a Stephen King movie.
There you go. That's where I know the name.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I went down the rabbit hole one time. The audiobooks of like there's a few of them. You know what I'm saying? Fucking that shit is really dark. The movie doesn't do it justice at all.
And oh wait, hold on. Jarvis said, just going more into what we said. He said Uncle Joey runs a comedy club that launders drug money for
there you go.
For his brother-in-law Jesse. Okay. And wait, but they wouldn't be brother-in-laws, they were just friends.
Right? See, in this one, Joey was adopted by a black family. And that's his sister. Rebecca, Black Rebecca. I'm just saying, right? We're remixing it.
Yeah, for sure. And yeah, it's funny because
and Danny Tanner, super flaming. Super. Hey guys,
wake up, San Francisco.
Yes.
There we go. Yeah, for sure. And he said Danny tries to run a nonprofit charity supporting the homeless, but keeps getting shaken down by Kimmy Gibbler's husband, Tao, a Chinese gangster that sells fentanyl.
It's part of the triads, bro. Triad's got a big presence in Frisco. See? See, it all makes sense.
Oh man, that shit is so funny.
And it's called Full House ? Full House. Right.
Oh man, that shit is funny. Real Deal Prime, what up, bro? What's going down?
Bro, if they remix like Family Matters to Be Hard, bro, you know what I mean? Because hey, Chirac goes crazy, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Like Urkel would really be getting he wouldn't really be getting out of all these fights and everything. Like he would
Hell nah. He's shooting. He's shooting in this one. He has about he first of all, he's super poor, right? And then he's making it on all his academic achievements, right? That's how he's gonna get through life. And Eddie's the neighbor, and he's trying to fuck Laura, right? Eddie's moving mad dope. And Waldo, hard, bruh. Waldo's hard. He's still dumb though. He's shooting, bruh.
Is he still Waldo Geraldo?
Yeah, hell yeah. The Faldos is the gang, bruh.
Man, and what if they brought back his sister
Faldo
Quesadilla? What if they brought back his sister Quesadilla and she actually had like a role, in there?
Yeah. Quesadilla. Her name was Quesadilla. That.
It was either that or Burrito Grande.
She was born in the Taco Bell drive-thru.
Oh man, that shit's hilarious.
Yeah.
And what about Weasel? Weasel will be coming back hella hard, man. Like he was.
Weasel did a stint in YA.
Yeah. Yeah.
He came out. He was hard.
He's the one who's getting the bricks for Eddie.
Yeah, hell yeah. There you go. And the Faldos, they're the ones that's distributing everything. You know what I mean? The Faldos is the gang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a whole bunch of Faldos, and they're all in that fucking
Faldo
dance.
block.
Remember that dance group that they were all in there? Like it's somehow tied into that group. Remember that gets them to perform.
There you go. Hey, real shit though. That's how it was in the 90s, bro. Like the flyer parties and shit.
Yeah.
My sister was older than me, and I've been to a ton of those parties because she would have to babysit me, and we would just go, bro. And fucking I used to go down, bro, because you'd have these dance crews and they end up squabbing, bro. You know what I mean?
Because you remember in there, he was like, one of them was my cousin. He'll perform as much as I want, as long as I don't reveal who he is.
Oh yeah.
And then remember, like, and then they all go introduce themselves. And they were like, "Hey, yeah, that's Steve. Oh, you must be Waldo's cousin." And he was.
What group was that?
I don't even remember what they went.
They had a gang of singers on that show.
Yeah, Quesadilla.
Yeah, I think they even had Monica on there one time. Oh no, it wasn't Monica. It was who was the one that Eddie was singing with, and she had the ponytail manager, and then what's his name? Waldo.
I don't know if she was famous in real life though.
Okay.
You know who was on there that I saw, and it wasn't even a cameo. It was probably just like one of the first roles that he did. Was Terrence Howard? He was going into the Mighty Weenie, and he was getting into a fight with his girlfriend.
Oh, word! Wow.
And it was like one of those ones where it's like the scene before, like the intro kicks in. They have the little 1 minute scene sometimes.
Yeah.
It was one of those ones.
And Eddie was at the counter, right?
Yeah.
He's at the counter and he's already the manager.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has the little patch. He wears the blazer.
Thinks he's the shit.
Hey, he's coming up in the world, you know what I mean?
When Carl had to work for him, he was so pissed.
Oh shit! Why did Carl have to work? They needed extra bread or something?
Yeah, they were cutting his shifts or something like that. I can't remember exactly what it was, but yeah, just these Chicago cops are not getting paid what they should.
I mean, shit, bro. You ain't never gonna get paid enough to go and get out and shootouts, bro. Them boys in Chicago, they shoot it out with the cops. They are not tripping.
See, and they got to bring back Lieutenant Murtaugh will stay a lieutenant, but in this version, Carl will already be the captain. He's already passed him up.
Yeah, he's wearing the blue.
Yeah,
And then Carl's wearing the white already.
Yeah, and like Lieutenant Murtaugh's just like a crazy drunk, and like he just won't fire him because he still holds some kind of information over.
Oh, he said, yeah. He knew that he planted some evidence or something to make detective or something like that.
There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then Carl has to kill him one day. he makes it look like he just drank himself to death though. Take another shot, Lou. Let's have another drink, Lou. You just sitting there all night with him. Let me pour you another one. Tell me really how you feel, Lou. Lou's like, that's supposed to mean I'm supposed to be wearing a white shirt. You planted the evidence, and I kept my mouth shut. I kept it shut. Have another drink. Until he just dies, croaks over.
Who are some other crazy characters that could have bigger storylines?
3J. He already had a big storyline.
What about
the dad, Harriet and what's her name? Rachel. Harriet and Rachel's dad.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because he only came back for that one episode, right?
Yeah. Oh, secretly. Okay. Yeah, and he's Cuban. Yeah. No, he's Mexican. There you go. And he's the one supplying them, bro.
You remember Harriet's cousin? The one who comes in and they steal the car and all that.
Oh yeah.
What was it? I don't remember.
What he tried to make a pass at Carl too. Oh no, never mind. No.
Let me see.
Is that the one where they take the classic cop car that oh no, that was Rachel and Harriet. When they crashed the car and they fucked the fender up.
Clarence, that's who it was. His name was Clarence.
Oh yeah. There
was only one episode, and he was like he was already getting into trouble, so he was supposed to come over there. And then, like, first chance that they got, they went out and they posed as ballet guys, and then they stole the car and took a joyride and shit.
Oh yeah, and Eddie got in trouble with them.
Yeah,
I remember when they go to that bar after the Bulls game. And they're all fucking. He has like the big foam. Urkel got all the gear.
Yeah,
all the Bulls gear.
Yeah,
and then fucking the bitch starts finessing him. Eddie.
Eddie got $500 a rose or like some shit like that. Like, yeah, that was wild.
And Carl once again had to save him.
Hey, Carl always saves the day. What about the pool hall episode where he had to save the day? That was a good one.
Oh yeah, where Steve, he's like, it's just geometry. And they stomped his glasses out, bro. That's cold, huh? Damn, that was cold.
And then the grandma comes to make the trick, not the trick shot, but just the really hard shot with, like, I don't know, triple bank or whatever.
Oh yeah.
And the guy standing right behind her says, "Excuse me," and he's like, "I can stand where I want." So I blasts him with the bull cue.
Gut shots him.
Yeah. Dennis said Carl's the TV dad. Yeah, he's all over Progressive now.
Oh yeah, that's right, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, you know what's funny is he was the same guy and everything. He got the role in Die Hard, and it was just on. They're like, boom, perfect.
Well, he wasn't a dad, at least from what we know in Die Hard.
He was a cop though.
We just know he's a cop. Yeah.
Yeah, and boom, you're a cop again. Here you are. Family matters.
Jarvis said it's called Full House because Stephanie has a gambling habit and is addicted to underground poker in Chinatown.
Oh shit! And she owes hella money to Kimmy. She owes hella money to Kimmy.
What was her?
Kimmy's man is a loan shark.
What was her saying that she said?
How rude.
Yeah. every time her Full House gets busted, she says, "How rude."
Right. Damn, you get a Full House busted. That's a bad beat too.
Hell yeah! And Office said Carl should have gotten into porn. It was only
damn.
What's her name? The youngest daughter, Judy.
Oh yeah, she
maybe that should get like written into the actual storyline where she's black sheep from the family because they have to make room for 3J, you know, and
She ran away.
Like a man.
She ran away. Oh, okay, here it is. So one day they catch 3J just whacking off, right? What did we tell you about watching porn? Like, Judy. Judy on the screen. 3J was having his way with himself. Pleasuring himself to Judy.
And because he can't read names and Judy wasn't on the cover of the DVD, he didn't know that she was actually in it.
That's how they found out he couldn't read. Look right there, it says starring Judy Winslow Throat. Winthrop. That's her. That's
Judy Deep Throat. There you go.
Judy Deep Throat. There you go. Big Booty Judy Deep Throat.
Big Booty Judy. There you go.
Starring in Boner Jams.
Boner Jams. They made the cut. This shit goes real deep.
Hey, you know what's funny is this is how a lot of those movies get pitched because they're doing that a lot now with all the IPs that come up.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, they're turning most of them to horror movies. Like, yeah. Oh, Big, you heard of Bambi? Now Bambi's getting revenge. You know what I mean? Where they have Winnie the Pooh. Oh, he gotta have his honey, or he gets bloodthirsty. You know what I mean? They're coming out with a Grinch one too.
Oh man.
Yeah, where he's killing hella fools in Whoville. You know what I mean?
People love horror movies, man. They do. And they're super cheap to make, I guess. Because it's really all about turning a profit, right? And how do you turn a profit?
They don't never take Chucky and be like, okay, picture this. Chucky turns a new leaf, and he is really a good guy. You know what I mean? I was doing that shit.
The big twist for Chucky was like, okay, Chucky is going to have sex with another doll, and he's going to impregnate her, and that is going to spawn the next generation of Chucky.
Right? The seed of Chucky. That's where they lost me. I ain't gonna lie.
Where she was like, you have a rubber? And he's like, what are you talking about? I'm all rubber.
Right?
Crispy says, I hate horror movies. Yeah. Crispy's enough of a horror movie himself.
He's like, people ran from me my whole life. He just shows up in the room. It's like, I mean, what is he? He's like 6'6", 6'5"?
Like, yeah, 6'5", 6'6".
Yeah, I'd be scared of him if I was a kid. I'd just run.
Yeah, for sure.
Big old lurch looking motherfucker.
There's a giant over here.
Right? You don't want to have a crush on that daughter. You know what I mean? Oh, you seen that, bro?
Yeah, he'll step on you.
You got all these. They have all these urban myths about Crispy. I heard that he ate her first boyfriend alive, bro.
Ate him bone and all.
He showed up at his house. It was just a regular routine plumber visit. No one knows what happened to that kid. There's a lot of drains in Texas.
Jarvis said the storyline where DJ is pregnant and she doesn't know if it's Joey's or Jesse's because she's been with them on the same night. She hides it and walks around sucking the juice of all the
Damn. And she just grew up tormented because she had no mother and her dad was out doing flamboyant gay things that night.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, her little sister.
And Stephanie's watching Michelle a lot is what it is. Until as soon as DJ
she takes Michelle to the Pie Gal games. she's like DJ comes home. I had to pick up Michelle from the police department again. Then she was found. She was left at an opium den. You doing opium again? They held a Pie Gal tournament there.
Oh man. Crispy said had something to do with being taken to the movies at 7 years old to The Exorcist. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. That one fucked me up. I watched that at their house, too. That was one of those ones with my older sister, and they rented, when they have a horror movie night.
Yeah.
They tried to be that cool kid. I want to watch.
Yeah.
Bro, that shit fucked me up, bro.
When do you think it is even okay to show kids, stuff like that?
Okay, look at this. There's a shit called Mini Beats, right? Mini Beat Sensory. It's like
What up,
these little-
BS Barbarian?
What up, BS? But it's these little like animated insects, and they dance to like cool instrumentals.
Yeah.
And like my daughter, my oldest, she would like draw them and cut them out and laminate them for my little guy, right? He loves these things. He has like 150 of them for real. And like there's a spider that comes on, and it's like a happy looking cartoon spider, and it's swinging, and Mimi screams, bro. And she'll like run looking at the screen, just like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like running away, and boom, running.
Yeah, man, I totally just saw what time it was. I gotta wrap it up. I gotta shut it down. We'll be back in an hour though. Peace out with the card break. Peace.
As I make my way, the fact I'm still alive, my claim to fame. It's no surprise I'm on a rise, finna stake my claim. Separate me from the others, cause we ain't the same. Ask my brothers from another, we ain't for play. Time is money, so we got no time to waste. Soon as this thing's moving, it can't be stopped. Blue bands in my pocket, call that juggernaut.
In the world today takes everything you've got. Taking a break from all your worries sure would help a lot. Get your life together.
You know the stat quo. Finna get a bag, bustin' down that blow. Out of East Side Ho, where they know my name.